Hello, everybody, and welcome back to VESL. My name is The Prive, joined alongside the one and only Gator Melon, and we are excited to bring you some Rocket League action this Friday evening. It's going to come down to 4 matches on this Sandhills region slate this week, and its first one up is going to be Gray's
teams. I see some double ups from Lee County and Hoke, and I'm excited just to get more comfortable with some of these teams and see what's going on in the Rocket League region.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that one. It's been a lot of matchups coming our way here between these two teams, or not between these two in particular, but all the teams in this league. The Sandhills region has been on fire lately, and playoffs right around the corner coming our way next week for VESL as well. We've been looking at a bit of some projected playoff brackets here on the back end, so I'm really excited to see who's going to come through as that one seed, who's going to come through and be these like even teams. But Lee County High, they're looking very, very solid right now. But without further ado, let's go check out the game. Let's get into this one and start pumping away with some Rocket League action. Gator Melon, I could not be more excited.
Oh, I'm super excited. I want to see some good play. I want to see some good card control. Starting off with a strong kickoff here. Let's see let's see how stable these teams are. I'm trying to get a good idea of what we've got going on both sides. So for Grays Creek, we've got Bellsley, Real World at the top. And then for Lee County, we've got Deadly Twins, King Bob, 8824, and Sleepy. So, oh yeah, I'll toss it over to you and we'll get into this action. Oh, is it the open net here?
Into the action we do, as we do find a goal from Grays Creek right off the bat, putting them to that 1-goal advantage. This is Lee County, one of those stronger teams here in this region. Very nicely done. Found the open net, took advantage of the opportunity, and they find themselves up with an early goal just 24 seconds into this matchup. Lee County now going to have to look for some sort of an answer back as they make their way on to the offense here now. Quickly denied, though. That is going to come from here, side of Lee County. Lee County trying to make something happen, fighting towards the midfield. Gator, what do you think we got to do from Lee County to try to open up this net a little bit more here in the early game?
So they're doing a good job right now. We're setting up our pressure, trying to get around, trying to get some boost, trying to make Grays Creek feel a little bit starved here. Grays Creek is really going to try and have to find this clear, and they're doing a good job of using each other in the midfield, so you can see how they can get out on this other side. Good 50 in the corner here, beat down the side. We're playing a little bit of ping pong in the midfield, but that's okay. We're getting to the orange side, Deadly Twins up the side. A little clear over the top. Their third for the blue side is a little bit pressed up, so they're not able to keep the pressure going. And then a shot out of the corner here comes off the back post. Shot to the backboard. Looking for the double tap. Where's the follow-up? Good block. That's on target. Has to be a big save here. Big save off the backboard. Coming out here, blue's going to keep it in the orange half. Third is still a little bit close. A little bit of a double commit. I have no idea how you pinch it backwards there, but it works as a reset. Pushing here. Lee County really, they just need to keep working this defense. They have good pressure. The transitions are back and forth. Nobody's really keeping onto the ball into the midfield, but it just takes a little momentum to create that crack. And then once you find that crack, you got to hit your shot.
Yeah, you got to hit those shots indeed. A little bit slower here of pace in the game here for the last minute or a half or so. Like you said, we've been seeing quite a bit of ping pong action, but a shot on target going to be saved here from the side of Grays Creek once again. They're not only playing aggressive on the offense, but also making some showmanship happen here on the defense as well. It's now going to be bouncing around here, staying in Grays Creek zone as Lee County hunts for a shot on target. They've been doing very good at just keeping the ball in the offensive zone, but the shots aren't ringing through, and that's going to be one from Real World. Grays Creek will take a 2-goal advantage now, having a bit of a cushion to work with, and we near the halfway mark here in game number 1.
Oh yeah, just out of boost there on the back line for Deadly Twins, and it looked like King Bob there, and it's like that's just a tough save when they put that much pace on it right in the top corner. If you're not set up there, that's what the small pads are for, to help you try and get back there, but you can't always hit them. So transitioning here, trying to get back into this game. Lee County really needs to show a little bit more control and a little bit more lethality on their attack. They kind of get there, they get the pressure, but the shot's just not scary enough, and Grays Creek is pretty comfortable with just taking it from them. They're very quick right now with all these dives, putting on even a shot on net here, and Lee just honestly needs to figure out a way to slow them down and get control, try to punish them for these double points.
Nice shot on target, very close from Lee. They pick up the rebound, and that's going to be Deadly Twins for the goal here for Lee County. Now 2-1 game. Grays Creek still holds on to this advantage, but striking back and making this one much more reachable here for the side of Lee County. Like I was mentioning, I mean, I believe they are the projected 1 seed coming into this week. And so Grays Creek, they're doing some good work here right now. They're testing Lee County, one of the stronger teams in this region. And this is a great matchup here overall.
Yeah, this is a good matchup so far. I'm seeing some good mechanical plays coming out from Schweepy, and I believe it was either VESL or Real World on the other side. So I'm going to keep my eyes on them, see how they create these opportunities. And there we go, Schweepy right there with the demo and goal right on net.
Yeah, bullied his way into the net there with that one. Just finding the corner here. Gets the shot onto the ball and gets the demo in the meantime just to make sure the play is completely clean. Finds the back of the net, ties up the game now 2-2. With 1:53 remaining on the clock, we do see Grays Creek looking to strike back here into the offense. A nice little floater, and it's going to go. That's VESL coming through. Grays Creek retake their advantage they had just moments ago, and now a 3-2 game with 1:48 quickly answering back to Lee County's 2 unanswered goals.
Yeah, I forget who was right on the back on that rotate. I think it was Deadly. Just took a little bit too long to get that boost. Couldn't get back in time. An excellent shot coming in from VESL on the quick doink. Goes for the little boost steal here. Goes to the backboard. VESL is going to come in here, clear it out, try to get it up forward. Working together, a little bit of give and go. Somebody can't really get back on the wall, so they're just going to try and make as much pressure as possible. Unfortunate little pop, but they get to keep it in. Good demo to clear a lot of this pressure. Orange turning in just to keep this in their favor. Try to keep it on the blue half. Little touch up, careful to 50. Good car control here, playing a little bit of a fake, seeing what they can do midfield. We've got a 2v1 for a moment, but we kind of put it away a little bit too far in front of us for this blue team. Waiting here, shot comes out from VESL. Oh my God,
that was
great
a good
save.
One. That was a fast shot too.
Even forced the double commit. So now here, the low boost, look how low, I love that we can see the boost meters now on the nameplates. I mean, this is an update that I've been asking for literally 6 years. I've working with some of my friends. We were in those esports group chats coming up with updates that we think the game should have. This is one that we thought of forever ago. So happy to see it implemented because I can actually keep track of what's going on a team from a glance. Got a little tap up.
Oh, that's a nice little shot opportunity. No one was there in time. The boost was not there here for Grays Creek. They still have this advantage, but with only half a minute remaining, I feel like if you're Grays Creek, you might focus a little bit more on just not really triple committing to any offensive plays. Make sure you're honestly maybe not even double committing, just trying to go for these one-player goals, if anything, because you just want to focus on that defensive effort right now with just 18 seconds remaining. It's in their zone, and Lee County hunting for something, but look at this. A triple stack on the defense from Grays Creek is making this tough on Lee County, but the opportunities are rising, and now a shot coming through from Deadly Twins. Going to be passed to his teammate, but quickly cleared from the members of Grays Creek, and now transferred into a goal of Grays Creek, and that's going to seal the deal, Gator. 1 second to go, 4-2 on the scoreline. Grays Creek, they made it happen, and they will find game 1 over the strong side of Lee County.
Yep, it's possible to get a goal in 1 second, but it's not possible to get 2. Done the math on that one, doesn't quite work out, but great dub here coming in from Grays Creek. To me, from my point of view, they were simply just the faster players. They were there earlier on their challenges, and they got a lot of the touches that they wanted to. One thing I noticed on Lee County was their third man rotation. He was always cutting in and staying in a little bit longer than I think he should have, and that led to a lot of double commits on their defensive end. So I'd like to see them make some type of adjustment there so that those overarching clears and shots just don't go so far over their head and they can't do anything about it. Because they were doing a really good job of taking it into Gray Creek's half and at least setting up opportunities, but they just couldn't find that last second shot. Grays Creek always had a player that was there because I think that third man rotation is a little bit more solid there. But let's see if we can make some adjustments there and see what we can get going into this next game.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see overall here, Gator. I mean, we did have Schweepy from Lee County and then Real World from Grays Creek, both players coming through with 500-plus score kind of in that game, matching it up, facing off. And it was really exciting to actually see here overall those two players battling it out. But the one thing I did notice is Grays Creek, all 3 of their players were a little bit more consistent with the defending, with the shots, with the playmaking. You mentioned it right in the very beginning of the game. Grays Creek found 2 of their goals because of that midfield passing plays that they were able to make happen. The teamwork is there, and that's something I'm seeing Lee County lack just a little bit. They're making it happen, but Grays Creek obviously has a bit of an edge after what we saw from that game 1. So they take game 1 of this best of 5 series, lead the series 1-0, but I'm super excited to see how game 2 goes here in just a few moments.
Yeah, I'm super excited too. One thing I can definitely give great praise to Lee County is they definitely looked like they had some solid mechanics. I was watching some interesting plays going for, especially from Shweepy, just how they were orienting themselves. That lets me know they're really comfortable with playing on the ball. They probably put a lot of time into free play, and it's just about finding those opportunities. Once you find that right moment where you have the right amount of boost and the right amount of space, you almost feel like nobody can stop you. But on the side of Grays Creek, one thing I have to commend them for is if you have a solid rotation, you take away those mechanical player abilities. So if they can keep up that rotation, I think they're going to be really solid, but we got to see some type of separation or some type of fix either on the rotation side or see those mechanics really stretch themselves out. So I guess after some first impressions coming from both these teams, what do you want to see most coming in from either one?
Yeah, I think I just want to see more of that passing play from Lee County here coming through to actually help their playmaking and a little bit more consistency from all three of those players, not just, Shweepy or whatever it may be. So we'll see what happens here coming into the game two. But without further ado, let's head into the game two now. If we are ready for it, yes, we are. We got it
Yeah.
on the slate. All
And
right, here
remember,
now.
game one's always a feeler. Game one's always a feeler.
That's exactly it. Grays Creek, though, they do have an advantage in the series that no one can deny that. And they're quick to find another top through the middle. 3 seconds into the game, off the kickoff, finds it, shoots it straight up in the sky, and he's just there ready to make that play happen. Bounces it up off the bar and in. That is going to be Grays Creek quickly picking up right where they left off the other moment.
Exactly. Toff started off strong last game, but started off even earlier here. I think it was like 20 seconds in where Toff got the first goal, but we're starting off with a good 3 seconds in. Bell Slate coming in for the air dribble. Looks for the flip reset. Almost gets it. Surprised that they didn't get the flip reset. Probably just didn't hit it hard enough to actually reset that jump. Little carry to the corner here. Touch off the backboard. Good opportunity. Like to keep it down. Look for the 50. Pops up. This could be followed up, but Shweepy does a good job touching it to the side. Still going to be an orange possession for now. Sidewall, looking for a big clear from Blue. Very good. Puts into the corner. Good demo there. Kind of
a lot of
rotations.
There we go.
Great angle for the shot. That's what I'm talking about. Just panic. Look how he gets out there, gets that air roll, and puts that shot top corner just out of Real World's position. Got to be really careful with those touches, Real World. If you're not going to control them afterwards, they're almost always a pass.
Yeah, Shweepy looked phenomenal there, finding that early goal for Lee County. I'm just worried that it's kind of like Shweepy right now against the world here in Grays Creek. Like, it's tough right now because I feel like, yeah, he's finding his opening plays, but we need to see those teammates get a little bit more involved in these plays if we want to see Lee County go the distance, not only in this series, but in playoffs as well. So we will see how all things go considered. But that being said, a 1-1 game here, just about a minute down or so in this one. A very exciting right off the rip into this matchup. Bouncing around here towards the Lee County net as Grays Creek is looking to fire some shots on target. But the Lee County defense looking good. A big demo to come through. A shot to come in from Real World, but quickly to fight the way as Shweepy going for the clear. Now setting up an opportunity on Lee County's net.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. A little bit of a bold attack here. Orange overextended themselves, so there should be some good pressure by Blue as long as we keep this on their side. With the chip shot, it's almost unsavable. Yep, caught him in some panic. That's what I'm talking about is like Grays Creek overextended a little bit here. I was giving them a good vote for their rotation, but they overextended on their attack a few seconds before this play, and it put them in such a panic that all Lee had to do was make sure they put some good touches. And unfortunately, you can't succumb to the panic, but it happens. So Lee County's going to take the 2-1 lead here, sit a little bit more comfortably here. Might actually go back here. We got the triple commit for the save, but we get it out. Big bang by Shweepy. Clears out to the corner. A little bit of a double commit coming in from both sides. It's more going to be a battle of who makes the most mistakes rather than who makes the less. 50 out to the middle. Almost a shot coming out here. This should be orange possession, but Shweepy's going to be able to beat this to the ball. Or beat them to the ball. Gets the pinch on the ground. Pop up. This is an unfortunate turn. Double commit. Ooh. Exposed net. Oh,
Top is up
bump.
there. Yeah, good bump, but Top did get it cleared a little bit into the zone, but Lee County is quick to turn this one back over. Nobody was really with Top there from Grays Creek. Another great play actually coming through, sending this one over towards the midfield and towards the net of Lee County. Looking for an equalizer to our Grays Creek here right now. Lee County currently leads by 1. We're nearing the halfway marker in this game. Real World looking to make a play through the middle, dekes out 2 defenders, but not able to find the finish on that play there. And now it's going to be Lee County for a change, going back onto the offense, trying to find themselves a bit of a 2-goal cushion here right now. Shot just a little wide, now into the corner, refueled on boost, and back to a little game of ping pong in the midfield for now, as we do near this 2-minute mark.
Yeah, interesting positioning coming out from everybody. They're all just trying to play really quick and be really reactive. Try to predict where everything's going and then be there quicker than the opponent. So VESL takes it over to this corner, getting out. I think Sweepy's definitely showing himself off as the mechanical player on the blue side. They're trying to get him the ball as much as possible. He's been responsible for all their transitions into the map. But I'm really interested to see how the rest of Lee County plays around Sweepy, because I'm noticing a lot of the Deadly Twins and King Bob are the ones committing a lot of the double commits right now, typically with each other. So we'll see how they can shape up towards the end here and make sure they can secure maybe another goal lead here. Or if Grace Creek wants to bring this back, I got to see somebody doing a little bit more at getting some more accurate touches. Good opportunity from Toff here. Real World's low boost. Chooses to catch it, actually turns it into a bang, really good. Forces Sweepy to give up a lot of boost. Not really going to be able to transition. Another good 50 coming out here. We're just kind of keeping this in midfield, waiting until some shot opportunities come up. Real World has a chance, but still has no boost. Struggling to get boost right now in Real World's point of view. He's not really able to get a lot off his opportunities. Little touch here to the side. Toff's going to try and look to clear it over the backboard, kicking out to the side. Good touch out. Fortunately, we're just kind of giving it away and playing ping pong right now. Somebody's going to have to hold on to it a little bit longer.
Oh,
great save coming in from Toff. That was huge. That definitely should have been a goal. Caught Orange off guard.
Yeah, that's going to open things up a little bit there. Nice little save, and that's going to be now the Lee County net getting a little bit pressured here right now, as it is going to be quick back to the Grace Creek zone, though. So Lee County, big difference in their playmaking in this game compared to their last when it comes to goal scoring here right now. They're starting to put some on the board, and their defensive efforts are looking a lot stronger, too. They're keeping the ball in the Grace Creek zone rather than vice versa. And right now, with only 18 seconds to go, and that's going to push us up 3-1, and that doesn't quite seal the deal yet, Gittermelon, but it does put Lee County in a damn good position, because a 2-goal cushion with 18 seconds remaining, very nicely done there from the side of Deadly Twins. Lee County now advances up 3-1 here. Grace Creek has a lot of work to do. At least they do win the kickoff, but it's just not going to be enough here quite yet.
No, they have to get a kickoff goal pretty much right now and then get another one. Opportunity there a little bit, but King Bob, it's okay. They were going to go up 3 goals there. Here's a chance to put one in. They don't quite get it, so might as well just toss this game up. It's not possible anymore. We've tied up the series 1-1. Lee County bounces back. And the adjustment, they didn't really fix the rotations the way I was looking to. They just kind of stood out and tried to prove a little bit more mechanical dominance. You saw Sweepy taking a lot of full field air dribbles from his side all the way over into Gray Creek side just to make them uncomfortable, make them have to panic a little bit. And that's how we got that lob goal in for number 2. Toff started off strong, opened up a nice first goal for him. And then it was just really hard to follow off from Grace Creek.
Honestly, Toff played very well throughout that whole game. 4 shots on net. That was more than, his whole team combined. And coming into that game with the 2 saves and the 2 demos as well. Really just being the star of the show here in this matchup. Obviously, didn't pick up an assist with just the 1 goal on the board. But we look at it, Sweepy's been consistent. I'm happy to see Deadly Twins and King Bob get a little bit more involved, coming through with both of them having an assist, a couple saves, a couple shots. Very nice to see here from King Bob and Deadly Twins. And that's what really won Lee County the game, is having those 2 step it up a little bit further. And Sweepy could continue to do what Sweepy does. Top on the other end as well, doing what he can. Real World having a bit of a slower game, and VESL looking to get involved further. But Grays Creek, Lee County, let's head into game number 3 here now and see who's going to take the advantage in this series.
Yep, definitely going to have to see them step up here a little bit. Waiting for this game to kick in here. And here we go. Got this kickoff off the rip. Sweepy's going to probably push forward, get this boost. He's going to take the first possession, clear it off to the side by Sweepy. Really good job. Probably looking for some type of pass mid. Where's our midfield presence? Oh, we've switched into the. Is this? What car is this? I totally forgot. I haven't. This is the Triton. This car is. This was like one of the very first DLCs. I'm surprised they even have it. Here we go. Sweepy's here. Good cut. Insane cut. Fantastic catch there. Exposing Grace Creek. Just moving too quickly. Expecting that ball to move into the corner. Nobody sitting back post. Sweepy just cuts it right in. Drives it in for 3.
Yeah, very nicely done coming through there for the side of Lee County. Sweepy, he's been the player we've been highlighting all game long here right now, and he's making the difference in game number 3, trying to force Lee County up to this 2-1 advantage over Grays Creek here right now. Well, look at this. Grays Creek looking to answer back quickly. VESL getting heavily involved here on the offensive side, and that's a shot on target from top, and it will go. Found the angle, took the shot, and finds the back of the net. That's going to be an equalizer for Grays Creek to bring this to a 1-1 scoreline right over the head of Sweepy. And nobody was there for the defensive play. Deadly Twins not able to get in time, and Grays Creek, they might have lost the goal early on, but quickly tied this one up.
Oh yeah, I gotta unfortunately put a little bit of blame on Sweepy there. You gotta make sure you 50 really well when you're on the wall, because every time you lose a 50, if it goes out towards your net, 9 times out of 10 your team's just not gonna be ready for something like that. So gotta be careful with how we go about these 50s. Good opportunity over here for Grays Creek, now transitioning into this attacking side, looking for an early demo. Might actually have the opportunity, and they get it. A little bit of hesitation from Lee County, and VESL is going to capitalize on that.
I will say that was VESL's first goal of this series as well, I believe. I might be incorrect, but I believe it's the first goal from VESL this series. And Grays Creek looking good while doing so. I was talking about VESL a little bit in the break between Game 2 and Game 3, and I was like, I'd like to see VESL get a little bit more involved, and that's exactly what we just saw. VESL has been a lot more aggressive in this game, benefiting Grays Creek here. 2 offensive goals where VESL helped, and both of them drastically. And look at them, right there again, once again in the offensive crease. That's going to be Grays Creek right now having this advantage in this game, and they're looking like a different team from game number 2. They're looking more like themselves in game number 1. That's an open net. Wide down the center, 2 orange cars. Grays Creek will tack on another. VESL will find a second goal from himself back to back. And Grays Creek now up 3-1. They found themselves a bit of a goal lead, and Grays Creek is on a bit of a heater right now.
100%, yeah. They got this two-goal buffer with a little bit over half of the game left. Feeling real comfortable. They can probably chillax a little bit, but one thing that they brought into this game, and I think the adjustment that they made from the last one, is they just wanted to increase and bring more speed. Sweepy had a fantastic pass there, but unfortunately it was just a tough shot. There were still defenders in net, and we didn't have that third man again on that Lee County side, and so easy transition from Grays Creek. If we keep missing that third player, it's going to be really hard. It's more or less kind of getting a feeling that Lee County has been dominating through the sake of just having insane offense through Sweepy. Defense has probably been less of a priority, but we'll see how that continues for the rest of this game, with Sweepy looking for a transition here. It's a big 50. King Bob is going to be taking this one out of the corner, looking for a 50 coming from Top. Top just takes it straight off of his car. Bad kind of pass out here. This could lead to a shot. Right under crossbar, easy save. Waiting for the next challenge. We still haven't gotten rid of this pressure for us on the blue side. Looks out, off here.
This is going to be Lee County here, just trying to find something back here. That's Sweepy coming in, big bump, but look at that, there's no follow-up right there from the other two from Lee County to make it happen, and that's going to be Grays Creek continuing to hold on. Their defensive efforts will remain. Sweepy once again trying to go in for one of these solo plays. Sweepy can't do it all, man, and not every time, you know? It gets tough. So, Deadly Twins sending this one through the midfield. Now, it's going to be King Bob trying to find something over towards the crease, towards the corner. 2 minutes to go on the clock, and this is some very aggressive play from Lee County. A shot target available with a big bump. I don't know who that was from Grays Creek. I think it might have been Real World, but very nicely done, just knocking both those players out into the air. And VESL now transitioning. This one going offensive play, passing it right down to Grays Creek. Oh, but VESL accidentally touched it again, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
accidentally dunked it out of the way.
Oh no, that was a goal too. But
hey, they got the 2-goal buffer.
I don't think Grays Creek is too worried. They're looking good here right now for sure. That's 100%. Even that goal didn't connect. That was a great passing play through and through.
100%. Good work. Grays Creek definitely feeling themselves. They're definitely playing like the faster team, and not just as playing as the faster team, but faster just rotations in general. Little lob to the corner and gets finished off by VESL. Like, they're just there. They're so ready. Hat-trick. It is 100%. You wanted more from him, and here he goes. He's producing. I think he's listening to stream.
He is. He must be. But that's going to be Grays Creek finding themselves quite the advantage here now, up 4-1. And I don't think they got too much to stress about on their plate right now. Lee County, they have to start triple committing on some plays and really starting to do whatever they can to fire a barrage of shots onto the net of Grays Creek. But it's not easy because Grays Creek's defense is solid, and they're very good at making sure they clear this ball and translate it into an offensive play of their own. So right now back in their zone, a shot. Oh, Sweepy was just a little bit behind that ball there. Lee County almost found one. VESL, though, trying to find a fourth, going through the midfield. He does it. That's VESL for a fourth goal. Just a nice little touch there. Deeks out the defender right here.
Yep. Deadly Twins got caught in his jump, couldn't turn at the right time, missed the moment where he can make his challenge. And with the speed of VESL, I think that was a VESL, or was that Real World that scored that one?
It was VESL.
VESL, yeah, just moving up, just getting good control and taking a good shot. He has the opening. Ooh, good attempt there by Sweepy. This one's got to be frustrating. He just wants to get a couple of goals in just to feel the momentum of the game. Grays Creek just looking super solid right now. All the players are moving quite quickly. There we go. Excellent little use of the air roll flip there. Just get a little bit of a touch right over the defender and leaves that free net. Recognizes that this is the last man, and he kind of gamble challenged a little bit too early. He didn't have to challenge that early. He could have waited a little bit longer, maybe try to bait out a flick towards the end. There's some options there, but yeah, good plays there to bring it back. It's going to be really hard to get it back. They need to score a goal basically in 1 for every 10 seconds coming up. And I'm going to tell you, that's arguably impossible. It can happen, but I very seriously doubt it's not going to happen in this game. So Grays Creek probably going to be walking away with 2-1 right now, and then going into game 4 to see what can happen. And there we go, top again. Putting in another one, just adding nails to the coffin, and at this point, we're just stat padding, seeing what we can get. This game's won, and I like this. You know, I would, in Valorant, when I compare those two to CS has a lot more saving going on so that you can think about the next round. But I think Rocket League shares a lot of similarities with what we were talking about with Valorant, where you just kind of go for it. And when you're up and you have a lead, like, there's no point in slowing down. You don't need to fall back, because as soon as you start slowing down, you actually create an opportunity for the other team to start finding more room and more momentum. So there you go. Gray Creek takes the win. They're up 2-1. So you got to sit here and think, what does Lee County need to do right now? Like, Sweepy is not just tripling. I'm almost saying tripling. He's doubling the score of both his teammates right now. So I don't know. What do you think needs to happen for Lee County right now?
Yeah, I think Lee County, I mean, I've been saying it from the beginning. We just got to see a little bit more consistency throughout that whole roster. And Shweepy, I mean, I know it would be tough, but I think it's just too many solo plays coming from Shweepy right now, where you maybe have to slow it down a little bit and try to get your teammates more involved to help out with these passing plays. That's one thing that we have been seeing from Grays. And I don't know. I think it's going to be tough. They got that 2-1 series advantage here now is Grays Creek, which I believe it is. And Lee County, I mean, it's tough to answer back right now, but you've got to take it game by game here. Forget about those past 3 games and say, hey, we have to win 2 games in a row. Let's make it happen. We've all done this so many times in ranked or whatever it may be, right? Let's just go make it happen here now in the game. So without further ado, let's go check it out. Let's see what game number 4 has in store for us coming up here right now. And let's see if we do find the side of Lee County forcing us to a 5th game here, because I love some Game 5 Rocket League. There's nothing more exciting than Game 5 Rocket League.
Oh, especially when you go to overtime. It's just a matter of when are they going to put the ball in? When is it going to be over? Who's going to do it? Is it going to be a bump? Is it going to be anything? There goes the first big bump by top there. Deadly Twins going to keep forcing this. Great touch to the top here. Sweepy unfortunately doesn't have any boost. That would have been a good opportunity for them. One of the major adjustments that I really want to see from Lee County is, I mean, don't take the ball away from Sweepy at all. Don't try to, like, I mean, if the teammates are having hard times finding openings, there's more roles that you can play than just being there as the passing option and everything. There are good demos, there's good bumps, there's boost steals that are possible. The thing I want to see is I want to see Sweepy actually go for a lot of these solo plays, but still have the ability to recover and get back and get that boost. And if anything, I want to see the other two, King Bob and Deadly Twins, buy a little bit more time for Sweepy to get that boost and get set up. And that's just doing a basic 50. We got a little bit of a missed challenge there on that bump, but that's okay. A little bit of a missed timing. Sweepy coming in to try and keep this in. It's going to get cleared up. Sweepy's going to pop it up, try to hopefully get this turn. A little big fake. Nice big 50 here. Bob here for the challenge. Kicks it up. Kicks out to the middle. Ooh, this is a little bit over his head. Sweepy's going to have to do a lot here. 18 boost. Could be a goal opportunity.
Sweepy.
Good power.
Oh my goodness, if that was just 1 or 2 feet to the right, that would have been a goal here for Sweepy, but not going to be able to find the back of the net. Sweepy back to full boost, though. Might look to go make a bit of a play here alongside Deadly Twins, but just kind of a bit of a demolition derby in front of the Lee County net here right now. As we do have Real World deflecting this one. Nice little save coming through for Grays Creek here, trying to deflect this one up, knock it back down here. And a shot opportunity coming through from Lee County, not going to find the back of the net. Real World now translating this into an offensive play. Only 1 man to beat, but it's going to be Sweepy, and that is not an easy task. Shot on net, going to go off the post, going to be sent back, and Grays Creek hunting for more. They're getting a barrage of shots on the net, and they're playing this one quite aggressive, and that's exactly what you need to see. Especially when the score is still 0-0. You might have a series lead here right now, but that can quickly vanish.
100%. I think Lee County did a good job dealing with that defense coming up here, but now it's another test to see if we can keep this offensive pressure and create enough opportunity to find the goal. And there it is, the tap over the top. King Bob takes it. I don't know how this happened. There's a little bit of confusion, I think, coming from the orange side. A little bit of a double commit there, and probably got baited by the fake there, and then Bob just didn't know what to do, so he was over his head.
I don't know if King Bob scored this series yet. That might have been his first one for himself there. But Lee County, that is going to be very nice. Now up 1-0. But we were scoreless for nearly half of this game, which is something I don't think we've really seen as much in these past three. So a little bit of a surprising difference of manner there as well. Setting this one back in the corner. King Bob looking to play aggressive on this one once again. It's going to be Sweepy keeping it in play. Lee County, they're looking to force this one to a game number 5. A big demo comes down. Deadly Twins out of the play for now, but Grays Creek, not a whole lot of boost to work with. Not able to get out of their zone. And Lee County, just another shot on the back of the net. It's going to go onto the backboard there. And now into the zone of Lee County. Sweepy for quick for the defense. Sends it to the corner. And it's going to be VESL having to hunt for it. Fighting for this one in the corner. King Bob versus VESL. No teammates really there for Grays Creek at that point in time. Waiting for the center. Real World strikes to find an opportunity. It will not go. We're down to a minute 50. A 1-0 game. A very different score line from what we've seen in our past few.
So yeah, now that they've got this 1-goal lead, all they need to do is make sure that they have the boost that they need and stay a little bit further back and play this defensive side. One thing is that I'm noticing from Grays Creek is, yes, they do have a good rotation, but you can be prepared for it. They're a bit obvious with the plays that they're going for, just because they're so confident in how their rotation is going. So make sure you cover your areas, don't get too spread out, and don't get caught having no boost being isolated. If you're Lee County, and you should be able to walk away and take this to game 5. Sweepy here with the clear, taking to the side. You got to watch the shot from top. This is the big one. Great save there. Good bounce. Getting bumped by his teammates a bunch here. Sweepy got to take a chill pill here. They're definitely kind of panicking a lot when he gets in front of their half. So the longer they can keep it away from their net, the more comfortable I think the blue team's going to feel. Deadly coming up. Oh, just passed, and the third is not there.
Yeah, we might see an overtime game on our hands here, Gator Melon. 1-1, under a minute remaining. This next goal from whatever team decides to take their opportunity and score here, it will be a very big goal, because that will put you ahead 2-1 with just a few seconds remaining on the game. So it's only a matter of time here before we either head to overtime or see one of these two teams score, and that is going to be a thriller. Game 4 overtime. This is what we came here for this Friday evening. It's going to be a little bit of back and forth in the midfield for now. Sweepy trying to make a bit of a play. Sends it back up. VESL, open play. 3 offensive players there, but it doesn't go. It's off the post. And now dropping this one down, trying to find the net. Not going to find it here quite yet. Real World looking to translate this one into a play still. Sends it up, not center. Deadly Twins trying to fight for this one, but the angle is good. Just a little wide. It's so close there from the play, but not going to find it as Grays Creek. And now looks for a shot or two, but an open net does provide itself. Going to go a little wide for Lee County. And we might just see overtime. 5 seconds to go. Trying to get this one away from their net is Grays Creek. Trying to get this one to touch the ground and just reset things and send it to overtime. But Sweepy is in the air. A shot on target. Pop for a quick defensive play. Deadly Twins drops it in though, but it was a big save, like you said.
Amazing. Great defense coming out of here. Both teams not trying to give it up in regulation at all. I really like the offensive pressure. Sweepy was starting to get a little aggressive, trying to force more shots there, so got to be careful, because if he can deliver on that. Oh my God, an immediate goal coming out here from VESL.
Wow. 10 seconds into overtime, and Grays Creek will find the series. Looking solid.
Touched by Deadly Twins. Put it out there thinking that he'd come off backward and then find the easy clear, but VESL just sitting there waiting to take it.
Grays Creek looking very, very nice in that one, finding the win. 2-1 in game number 4 and winning the series 3-1. Lee County started off, I think they won game number 2, but Grays Creek, they found game 1, they found game 3, they found game 4, they pieced it all together. They had a bit of a hiccup in that game 2, but ultimately Sweepy a little slower on this game number 4 for the side of Lee County. many things. But that being said, that is going to be the series done and dusted. And we have a ton of more Rocket League to bring on the slate here today. So Gator Melt, I am super stoked. We started things off with a bang. We were able to see an overtime. We were able to see a game 4. Maybe we'll be able to see a game 5 overtime at some point tonight as well. Only time can tell. But with that being said, let's take a look at our upcoming matches here this evening, and we can see what else we got on the slate. It's going to be Southern Lee High School versus Lee County High School next, and then Hope County versus North Johnson, and then we got Hope County once again, this time versus Pine Forest High School. So these are going to be your week 3 remaining matchups for the Sandhills VESL region. But that being said, do you have any final thoughts here before we send this one to a really quick break before we head into our next game?
Yeah, both proud of both these teams coming out, playing their hearts out to see what they can get going. Good job to Grace Creek, and then I think we'll be seeing Lee County again. I don't know if this is the exact same roster, but it seems like it. So I'm excited to see what adjustments they'll come into and what the new play style the other team will bring. But other than that, we're already starting off with a good pace. We've got some good momentum going, and I'm excited to see some more gameplay.
Yeah, with that being said, let's send it to a really quick break here right now, and we'll be right back in just a few moments with more Rocket League action. Alrighty, folks, and welcome back to some more VESL action. 3 more matches to go this evening for myself and Gator Melon, bringing you all of the action back at home. We got a couple more matches on the slate here right now. Let's look at the matches we have remaining here this evening. It is going to be Southern Lee High School versus Lee County High School coming up right here, right now. And then we're going to cut over right after to Hope County and North Johnson. And then the last match of the day, going to be Hope County versus Pine Forest High School. I'm excited for these last 3 ones, but Southern Lee High School and Lee County High School, you got any score predictions here for us, Gator? Yeah, well, without further ado, let's head into game number 1 of this series, and let's see who is going to take it. That is going to be an exciting one here. Now, like we were mentioning a few times earlier already, playoffs just around the corner here right now for VESL. So a lot of these teams locked in, dialed in, trying to improve their records for playoff time, get better seeding in that bracket, and so on. With that being said, South Lee off to an aggressive start here against Lee County. They are hunting for an early goal here, and that is, oh my goodness, Illusion coming through from South Lee. Very quick, 11 seconds into this one, starting us off, and South Lee will find the advantage. Oh. Oh, offset's in now. And here we go. Rotation here now. We were excited to see Shrieky here once again come through, but Lee County overall, a little bit of a different roster coming into this next game. Let's see what can happen here with it. South Lee right now. 1-0, trying to answer back here a little bit is Lee County, trying to get this one into the offensive zone. South Lee slowing things down a little bit from their first goal. They found just 11 seconds into this game, but quickly back on the offense. Cho Lau, that one's going to go right off the post, but another rebound shot, and Cho Lau will find it. South Lee up 2-0, a minute into this game 1. Oh, Cho Lau. Yeah, this has been South Lee here peppering the net of Lee County, and you know, I think this South Lee opponent for Lee County a little bit stronger from what they just saw in the first game that we just watched. Now South Lee is coming through and just firing a barrage of shots from the net, keeping that brick wall of defense intact here for now. But excited to see how Offset plays, the new addition to Lee County as well. That being said, kind of sent over towards midfield, a little bit of a dribble, and that's going to be a rebound from Cholo. Cholo hat-trick has been secured. 3 shots, 3 goals, 100% success rate, and a 4-0 advantage picked up for South Lee. We still have a lot of time remaining, so Lee County can definitely answer back, but right now they're going to have to make some big changes if they would like to. South Lee currently in the driver's seat. Right over Cholo. Matter of time can tell. We're not even halfway through this game number 1 yet. It feels like we've been here for quite some time, but there's 6 goals have been scored, so we've had like a whole minute added on of just like replays of goals here as Illusion looks to find another for South Lee. And Deadly Twins gonna knock this one away, say not quite today. Clears this one for now, sends it back over to the corner of South Lee, but nothing to be found from it here quite yet. Illusion going for a big touch there up at the top, but not able to find anything off of it. South Lee right now still keeping this 4-goal advantage, nearing this 2-minute mark, and that's just the one thing. I mean, South Lee just packed on so many goals so early, and it makes it very difficult for South Lee, or Lee County rather, to bounce back so effectively. It's just not an easy task here by any means necessary. So close. Yeah, it's gonna be now just still keeping this a 6-1 game here right now. But if you look at the score and the time, I mean, you gotta find a goal every 8 or 7 seconds or so if you're Lee County right now, and it's just not possible in the books here. Chris gonna knock this one away for now, keeps this play out of play for Lee County, but Deadly Twins trying to go for a bit of a floater. Chalo not able to get the defense off on it. Deadly Twins will put on a second for Lee County, making this a little bit more possible, but it's still a very tough challenge ahead with 29 seconds and 4 goals needed just to push this one into overtime. Like you said, this might just be a little bit of a feeler game for Lee County. If they can at least find a couple of goals late in this game number 1, they can build the momentum for themselves and morale for themselves going into this game number 2 to better their chances. That being said, 8 goals in game number 1. We are going to be seeing a lot of goals come through in this series. Yeah. Yeah. 4 goals, 6 assists, 6 shots. I mean, yeah, 1 save too. Finding that save margin as well. No demos from the side of South Lee. Lee County going to pick up 1 in that game there. But nonetheless, I mean, Cholo, very amazing performance coming through from himself there. Illusion coming through for a couple goals, couple shots, and a couple assists as well. But without further ado, we can check out our game number 2 whenever these players are ready, and we can jump right back into the swing of things here right now. I mean, I could not be more excited. I'll tell you that here right now. Chris, Illusion, or sorry, rather Chris, just playing a little bit more of that defensive side of things. I'd like to see Offset get a little bit more involved. Obviously, starting a little bit late there in that game number 1. But now in game number 2, it's going to be back to an even slate, 0-0. Lee County, this is your opportunity to try to make something happen. But South Lee, very quick to try to open things up. Cholo playing that one very nicely there. Finding that back of the net, making this game a 1-0 scoreline, but a little bit slower than what we saw in our game number 1. That is for sure. Only 1 goal coming through here throughout this first minute or so of play, rather than, you know, the 2 or 3 that we saw in the first minute of play in our game number 1. And we're going to see if Lee County can try to answer back and find something here right now. It is going to be a little bit of a bounce towards the midfield. Offset stopping this one for now, making a nice little play there, stopping this one from going through. But Cholo finds the slot and takes opportunity when it comes served. South Lee now going to be up 2-0. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remain on this clock. Very nicely done from South Lee here as Lee County looks to have to answer back now. Not only down 2-0 in game number 2, but also down a game in the series. If you're Lee County in this one, you're getting a little bit concerned. You don't want to get out of hand. South Lee, they've been finding a lot of progress here on the back of the net. Illusion to Chris looking to keep these plays alive. Cholo now coming in, trying to see if he can seal the deal and find the goal on the back of the net, but nothing going to be found there quite yet. Deadly Twins going for a clear and just bouncing around the corner of Lee County zone here for now. Cholo. Yeah, that's Cholo for a very nice shot there. Cholo finding some outstanding plays all game long. The little Kachow after as well going to be included. South Lee finds himself that 3-goal advantage here now, as we do have just about 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining on the clock here remaining. That being said, Lee County, they got a lot of time to work with to try to make something happen, but not when Cholo's in your offensive zone. A big demo coming through as well. Deadly Twins will be down and out of this one for now. Demo in front of the net here of Lee County, or of South Lee as well. Trying to get something going is Lee County, but nothing to be found here quite yet. We do see, offset, little roll away from the ball there. I'm surprising if that was going to be the defensive effort. Illusion trying to find a goal, wide open net. The Lee County defenders were not home, and South Lee will find that 4th goal here now and push their advantage further. Yeah, it's going to be the side of Illusion finding, I believe, his 2nd goal of this game number 2 here right now. South Lee, Cholo for 3 and Illusion for 2, I believe it is. But yeah, Chris doesn't have one on the board here, so I think it's 3-2 split right now. Minute 50 to go. Lee County trying to battle for this one in the corner, trying to see if they can translate it into an offensive play of their own right. Deadly Twins going to try to carry this one through, and a nice little floater over towards the midfield, but it's not going to work. It was centered there for an opportunity. Lee County not going to be able to find that one to knock it home and find the back of the net here. Now bouncing towards this Lee County zone, or rather the South Lee zone. It's going to be quick clear from Cholo. Cholo playing off this side wall once again. Wide open net, but missed here from South Lee. 2 players both committing for that one, and I think things got a little bit too hectic on that play. South Lee not too concerned as they maintain that 5-goal advantage going through the last minute of play or so here now. Illusions just flipping in front of the net. That was funny. Flipping in front of the ball here, just right in front of the Lee County net. South Lee here back into their zone, but very quick to clear. That's the one thing. It's as soon as this ball ends up in South Lee's zone, if they can get a little bit of control on it, it's very quick clear. We might see a South Lee shutout here in this game as Chris will find his first goal of the game. 6-0 for South Lee. Under a minute to go, and this one is Might just be a 2-0 advantage here for South Lee as we do head in to game number 3, because it is going to be a very strong one. And we just saw player leave from Lee County. That's a little concerning, but maybe there's some stuff going on at Lee County. I mean, we've lost a player between. Yeah, this is interesting. Maybe we'll see what's his name come back. What's his name again? Shweezy? Shweepy, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be South Lee just tacking on another one there. It might just be a connection issue or a tech issue or something as well, so there could be that in there. But it's interesting, though, because it's not one of the players that we saw having connection issues in the first game. But that being said, 8-0 the score line. Time is going to tick down. You think we see another goal in these last 5 seconds? You think South Lee puts on another? Yeah. Yeah, myself included in that one. But game 3 coming up here in just a few moments as well. It is going to be a 2-0 lead has been already secured in Lee County. They're looking to see if they can answer back. We'll see if they do have 3 players coming into this next game and seeing if they can find a couple goals on the board here after just recently getting shut out. Getting shut out is always a tough feeling because it's tough to carry momentum into the next game when you don't find the back of the net for, the 5 minutes in that game number 2. But let's see. Let's head over to game number 3 here now and see if we can see Lee County bounce back just a little bit as we do come into the later stages of this game. South Lee up to nothing, looking to get the clean sweep and looking to try to secure 1 seat in this region. Off the kickoff, Cholo finds it. 2 players, all that's connected for Lee County in this game number 3, and this is going to make things extremely difficult. This might just be a South Lee sweep here. But you never know. I think South Lee's also just like, hey, let's pad up our stats. Let's continue to look good in front of scouts here. Let's just try to get the job done and kind of just make the playoffs as a stronger team. So we'll see. But it is going to be Illusion and Cholo looking to get this one out of their zone here. Cholo been the main scorer for South Lee all series long. I mean, I think that's pretty clear cut. Illusion been a very big playmaker to help out Cholo as well as Illusion finding a few goals themselves as well. And then Chris, just more of that defense. defense and role player, but Chris did find a couple goals here, I think, as well. That being said, gonna be a bit of a battle towards the midfield here as Lee County tries to use those two players to their advantage. They have to double commit on all these offensive plays, or else nothing's just gonna really work out in their favor. So if South Lee ever clears the ball and they get a good clear, it's very well gonna end up in that Lee County net. Yeah, it's a little bit tough here on the end of Lee County. So Lee, on the other hand, they are just trying to, like, honestly, like you mentioned, I feel like it's kind of just like, hey, let's just kind of slow this thing down, try to play this one out, and you know, we don't really need to find too many more shots on target. Oh, they're going to give an opportunity to Deadly Twins, but going to be defense from Yeet Chris looking strong. And yeah, like you said, just trying to slow things down. Yeet Chris will find an open net, going to take advantage of it, at least extend that South Lee lead to 3-0. But we got about 3 minutes and 5 seconds burned off this clock here right now. A minute 55 remains. Going to be tough for Lee County to try to answer back, especially with just those two players as South Lee looks to continue. And I don't think they will try to continue to rack up the score too much more, but mainly just try to, you know, play some solid defense and not allow Lee County to score. Well, just running down this clock. Yeah, there we go. That is a little bit surprising to see there from Offset on that one, just coming through out of nowhere, more or less, and finding that goal. Lee County, they were struggling to get on the board in game number 2 and early in this game number 3 as well, but answering back a little bit is going to be nice to see. Even if they don't win this series, it at least improves your morale a little bit as you two head home from these games this evening. Cholo trying to carry this one in for a bit of an aerial. It's just going to dribble top shelf, and Cholo will extend this lead to 4. Once again, the South lead finds a 5-1 advantage. Deadly Twins and Offset look to see if they can do anything to answer back. But like you mentioned, I mean, like we've mentioned, this game is pretty much done and dusted. This is going to be a South League 3-0 victory coming through here. And they might have just solidified themselves as the 1 seed. Not quite yet, maybe, but it's getting pretty damn close because they are looking very strong in these games. And Lee County was one of those teams, I think, with a stronger record as well coming into this week 3 of regular season. But you know, it's just going to be South Lee who's saying, hey, we're the dominant team in the Sandhills region. We're going to show that here right now. South Lee pretty clean overall in that game right now, finding that one and taking it home. It's going to result into that what was the final score of that game? Was it 4-0, 5-0, 5-1? I don't quite remember, but it is going to be a 3-0 win there for their squad of South Lee. And now coming up, we are going to not even cut it to a break for this next game that we're looking to head into. We just want to get right into the action, and that's going to be Hope County versus North Johnson here right now. Hope County, one of those strong teams here, I believe, is what I was seeing from these past weeks of matches. So we'll see how this matchup does go up against North Johnson here as we look to head into game number 1 in just a few moments. And we're going to jump right into the swing of things. Hope County, North Johnston. Let's get underway. For the side of Hope County, you got Kuhn is Himothy, and then you got Rye is not Himothy, and then you got V2, and then you got FaZe Mexican, and then you got G Zenobi 2008, and then you got Vaniwani 2535. But look at that. Kunis Timothy will find a goal. Hope County starts off with a 1-0 advantage, 19 seconds into game number 1. I think we need matching names, Gator Melon. I'll be like Gator Blueberry. What do you think? What do you think? We'll make it happen. Okay. Strawberries probably, but that's not catchy, man. That you need to. You need something that's catchy, but without further ado, Hope County up 3-0. We got the Rye is not Himothy and Kuhn is Himothy. I'm just in love with those matching names there, but Kuhn is Himothy looking for another opportunity. Not gonna go. North Johnson plays the defense strongly, and Hope County remains on this 3-0 advantage here in game number 1. Only about a minute and a half has passed, but another shot, and it's one of the Himothy brothers. Rye is not Himothy will find it. Hope County extends their lead to 4-0, and those two guys have split their goals 2 apiece. We'll see as Hope County will tack on a 6th here. 3 minutes to go, and Hope County with a 6-0 advantage. They are looking to prove their dominance on the field here early on in game number 1. And honestly, I think it's been whoever's won game number 1 has won the series for us both times so far here. So, I mean, yeah, you can say it's a feeler game from North Johnson, but when you're seeing a 6-0 scoreline, it's like, it's a little tough, right? Because we're not even halfway through this one, and Hope County is just showing, hey, we got the pass and play set up. We're locked in for playoffs. We're ready to go. I'd love to see Hope County versus South Lee. I don't know if that's a matchup that's already happened yet in this region, but I really would. I'd really be interested to see that. Yeah, 7-Up. Do you know what 7-Up soda is? Is that a Canadian thing? Okay, good. Don't, I'm not stressed. Okay, good. 7-Up for Hope County. That is going to be North Johnson. Looking to see if they can answer back. You think North Johnson finds a goal in this game number 1? I hope they do. For the the self-confidence is needed it for North Johnson to try to get that one, build the morale a little bit further, build the momentum, and yeah, big save. That's nice as well from North Johnson, showing those defensive efforts to come through here now as well. Alongside Hope County's aggressive pressure here, shots on target for the net. And that being said, it's just a little bit of North Johnson defense coming through, but Hope County looking to keep this barrage of shots going towards the net here of Hope County. Nothing to be found here quite yet. Just a little bit of a game of ping pong over towards this midfield, kind of over towards this North Johnson side of things. Now face Mexican going for a bit of a clear, not going to be able to work with it. Was contested by Hope County. Under a minute remains here on this clock now. North Johnson might not be possible to win this game number 1. That one might be going over to Hope County, but it is possible to find a goal here in this last 40 seconds or so to help you out a little bit going into game number 2. Rye is not Himothy, bounces up off the backboard, trying to use that fourth man, but nothing going to be home here as Hope County just going to let this one settle down for a few more moments. North Johnson looking to translate this one into a bit of an offensive play of their own here. Now big demo to come through actually, and that's going to open things up to only one defender, 3 players here for North Johnson, and that is going to be G Zenobi finding it. North Johnston gets on the board for their first 16 seconds remain on the clock. It's not really going to be too possible to come back into this game for game number 1, but North Johnson, they did what was needed. They found a goal at least, and they're able to reset that mental a little bit further coming into this game number 2. Make more offensive plays like that. Find your demos, find your openings, and you can really strive to succeed here. Now, 10 seconds though, we're going to let this one burn out. Hope County will take game number 1. And we see if North Johnson can try to answer back and even up this series, tie things up, and maybe we can see another game 4 or 5 here again this evening after we did just see that 3-0 sweep come through. Yeah, so without further ado, let's head into game number 2 here now and see with the action. Like you said, that lob ball stuff, Hope's gonna eat it up. And I will say one thing, I am excited that we do get to see Hope County come through here once again this evening in our next matchup, just against a little bit of a different opponent, and see if it's these consistencies that we're seeing from Hope County in this game will continue here up against different opponents. as we do see a very early shot on target. Vanny Wenny there for the defense from North Johnson, playing this one back. Now North Johnson looking to clear, get this one on the target of Hope County. But Hope County looking to quickly get this one away. A shot coming through from FaZe Mexican, not going to be able to connect onto it fully as much as he would have hoped for, but keeping this one involved. That's going to be G Zenobi. But Rise on Himothy is looking to carry this one away, and Hope County looking to find this early advantage they had just moments ago in game number 1, but shot's going to be a little bit wide here for now. North Johnson going to reset their defense as Hope County looks to go back and grab boost in the meantime. Yeah, it's the placement coming through from Hope County, right? The passing plays alongside the placement of that ball, the flips, the double touches. The touches are very clean as well. Like you said, it might be a slow shot, but can really do wonders here as Hope County finds himself that advantage here. But 2 minutes or so down the clock as North Johnson going to find themselves on the defensive back foot once again. North Johnson is got to try a little bit harder to get this clear off here right now, which is successful at the end of the day, and almost a shot coming through there. I believe that was from G Zenobi, just not able to land it at the end of the day there. G Zenobi in the midfield trying to keep this play alive. FaZe Mexican going to send this one into the corner of Hope County, saying, hey, might be able to find opportunity here, but Weavy for some aggressive defense will pay dividends as G Zenobi finds one. North Johnston will tie us up at 1-1 here as we near the halfway marker into game number 2. North Johnston, they're keeping this scoring down from Hope County, and they found a goal from themselves here. This game 2 is looking much different from what we saw early on in game number 1. Yeah, I mean, the scrappy play, like, we've seen a few goals this evening where, like, the players are able to, like, bully the ball into the net with a couple bumps and demos, and the bumps and demos have so much value that scrappy play can really just disrupt your own play style and really open up that net. And Hope County is something that thrives of it. North Johnston doing a little bit more of it here now coming into this game number 2 is but a minute 50 remains on the clock down here. This next goal going to be very important from whatever team does decide to find the back of the net. Very close to the North Johnson net, but it will not go through. Weavy looking for a play off a rebound, but nothing there. And trying to clear this one. Janzobi will get it out, but Rye is not Himothy. Will find the back of the net, and that's going to be Hope County regaining their 2-1 advantage here back into this game. And like I mentioned, finding this next goal is going to be quite important for whatever team does find it. And Hope County secure that goal here now, and now leading with just about 98 seconds remaining on the clock. It's going to be all the pressure in the world on North Johnson, who's only found 2 goals in this series throughout the first like 8.5 minutes or so. So now have to find one in the last minute and a half. Not going to be an easy task, but looking to get it done here now. Oh, now that's going to make it tough. Oh, I didn't even really realize that as well. We got L, Ep, Jaw, L. Now, instead of Kuhn is Himothy. So, a little bit of a substitute coming through there. Hope County rotating some players here through these games. I like to see it. Get some reps with the squad here. Rise not Himothy, keeping the Himothy brothers in contact, though, finding a 4th goal here for Hope County, and extending this lead now to 3, which makes things a lot more difficult than 2. We got 49 seconds to go on the clock here right now. North Johnson to now have to find 3 to answer back and potentially tie this one up is not going to be an easy task by any means necessary, but we'll see if they can get the job done. That kickoff going to be won by North Johnson, looking to capitalize on it here now, but not an easy task as quickly cleared out from Elbet. And it's going to be a shot here coming through, fighting for it in the corner. Going to be Rise on Himothy, centering it for the teammate, trying to knock it down. That is going to bounce off the corner, go in. L is going to find the goal. Hope County will move up 5-1 here now, leading by 4 goals, with just 32 seconds remaining. You've got to find a goal every 7 seconds or so. Now, if you are from the side, 8 seconds or so, if you are from the side of North Johnston, just not gonna be easy. It's 30 seconds and less remain here now. And a 6th goal from Weavy, way from the high, way from the sky. And that is gonna be Hope County for a 6-1 advantage now. 26 seconds. Weavy gonna find that one right over the crossbar. And now, if you are from the side of North Johnson, you might just count your losses for this game number 2, except that Hope County will lead the series 2-0 and then try to come into games number 3, 4, and 5 and pull off that reverse sweep. It won't be easy by any means, but it will be doable. North Johnson just got to take it game by game at a time, but as of this one, Hope County is looking to just end off this game number 2 and send it to a 3rd. Yeah, I will say one thing I like to see from North Johnson out of that is that all 3 players were able to pick up each a shot and a save coming through as well. So at least they're all making offensive and defensive efforts on both ends. But it is a little bit tough here at the end of the day, right? It is going to be the side of Hope County who was just showing their dominant presence coming through in these games. They showed it in the game number 1 and the game number 2. So we're going to check out the game number 3 in just a few moments here, but yeah, Gator, I completely agree with you on that one. We'll see what happens in this game number 3. We can send it to the game number 3 here right now and start to check out some of this action. It's going to be North Johnson who look to start off their reverse sweep, and Hope County who looks to capitalize on a sweep for themselves. Wow. Yeah, Weavy gonna send that one through there. Oh, just accidentally touching each other there on that play. Slowed it down, and that's gonna open things up as Hope County will find that 1-goal advantage here now, as we do have about 50 seconds burned off the clock or so. A shot right off the rip as well, actually, from North Johnson on the kickoff. That was just about a couple feet wide on target there. But yeah, Hope County will pick up right where they left off, finding that 1-goal advantage. And North Johnson will now have to find an equalizer if they want to, you know, remain at an even slate here in this game number 3. Otherwise, Hope County going to come through and they're going to find this clean sweep on the series, and that is not helping. Kunis Himothy's back, and now Rise Not Himothy is out. So interesting. They're constantly rotating through these 4 players here right now. The only player who we actually have seen in all 3 games is going to be Weeby. But very nice to see, honestly. I like to see the rotations coming through.
Yeah, I always wanted to experiment with a multi-man roster just to see kind of how it goes. Probably doing this for opportunity for the players and just letting them kind of get their experiment, get the good feel going. Just trying to see what type of rosters they can take into the playoff scene. But another great score there by Kunis Himothy, bringing it back in. Definitely feels like one of the more dominant players that Hope County has to rely on. The brothers doing their thing, and I mean, everybody's out here getting good games in. We've already let that kind of goal marker pass that I was hoping North Johnson could try to keep them back, try to keep them from scoring too much, and it hasn't started off as dominant as the last couple games, but that's okay. We're doing a good job of kind of keeping a little bit more of that defense. I hope they have a good opportunity here to VOD these when these are over and try to get some good learning in. There's definitely some good opportunities here to figure out what's going on. There's a lot of pressure coming in here, and just look at how Hope County spreads out. You've got one player playing that supportive third really well, and right now that's Kuhn, looking for the big pass up to the teammate that would be there. Weeby turned around just a little bit, so they're a little slow, a little disjointed at certain times, but for the most part, they're all covering the right amount of field, and you can tell that they're not confused at who's going for it. Hope County's had very few double commits, and North Johnson's been punished for several of them already across this whole series. So taking this ball across the midfield, big 50, and that's in.
Hard
got
down.
baited into the pinch.
Yeah, that was very nice. That was from like coast to coast almost here right now, right out of the crease here of Hope County, finding that one way up high in the sky, but it will go bar down. North Johnson not able to reach it here on the defensive efforts. A 4-0 advantage will be picked up from Hope County, and it's looking tough for North Johnson to be able to find this game number 3 and stay alive in this series. Hope County just been one of these teams coming into these games where they look very, very strong, and we will see them again in the series right after this as well. So I'm excited to see, you know, how they match up against other opponents as well. And you know, we were talking about it, we were very interested to see who's going to be the 1 seed, who's going to be the 2 seed, you know, coming out of this regular season 3-week format here between these few schools. FaZe Mexican going to try to put one on the board for North Johnston over in that offensive zone of
opportunity
themselves. And the defense is so strong from Hope County, though. Kunis Himothy is going to find that clear. It was a triple commit as well from North Johnson, so they have to quickly rotate back on these defensive efforts as Eldef is going to be here to try to center this one over for a teammate. Drop down to Weeby, but not found. 2 players on an open net. It's going to hit the post, but no, it gets kicked way back up, and it allows Kuhn to rotate onto the defenses alongside Weeby as well. And now Weeby and Kuhn have an open net. Kuhn's going to... Wait. They're trolling.
They're buying time, you know?
They're definitely buying time. I mean, hey, they got a whole other series to play after this. So Kunis Himothy is going to find that goal there. He's like, no, I want the goal for myself. And that's going to be a 5-0 advantage now gained for Hope County as 87 seconds remain. If you are North Johnson, you got to score about a goal every 15 seconds, every 17 seconds here if you want to kind of find an answer back into this game. That being said, minute 20 to go. Hope County might just keep this offensive pressure on the go. Kunis Himothy right back into the North Johnson territory, trying to find some sort of advantage.
Yep. We've got just a little over a minute left. Not much to really do here. We'd like to see North Johnson kind of break this goose egg that they got going. At least walk away with a little bit of a goal. Let you know that you did some damage, something to work off of that you can look into, see what worked against them. Good 50 coming in here potentially by Jinzanobi. Here we go. Good 50 across the top. Good touch out there, but good clear from LE. I'm not even going to try and say that. I'm butchering it. I'm just going to call him Ekja. I don't know. Here we go. 50 here. Ooh, that might be in. No, it's a little bit off. That's okay. Clear out here. Just get something going. Get some momentum. Apply some pressure. Show them that you're not scared here. Really proud of them for staying in the lobby, hanging out. Weavy coming in here, sneaking in that goal, but really proud that they're digging through this, staying here, trying to get what they can. I haven't seen them give up at all, so I want to give some kudos there. But
Yeah, I
Weavy
agree.
slotting in the open net.
I agree completely on that one, right? I mean, they've constantly been trying to find the back of the net no matter what. They haven't just given completely up in this game, despite Hope County's dominant presence here on the pitch right now. But about 15 seconds to go in this one before Hope County will seal the deal. I don't think that North Johnson has it in the tank here to come back from a 6-goal deficit just with this time remaining. It's going to be very difficult. So Hope County cleans things up, finds the sweep here right now, and helps their case when it comes to playoff seeding to help secure, whether that be a top 1, 2, or 3 seed. Hope County looking strong when doing so. But we do have another game with Hope County coming up right after this as well, Gator Melon. So I'm very, very excited for that, to see more of this Hope County squad coming up. We will see them against Pine Forest High School, and hopefully we get a little bit of a close matchup there as well. We saw a 3-1, and then we saw, I think, was the second game 3-1, or I think was it 3-1?
It was 2-1, 3 losses for Lee County. No, Lee County. Yeah, I think it was a 3-0. I think you're right.
It was a 3-0, yeah. So it was 3-1, 3-0, 3-0, and then Hope County looking to see if we can maybe find another game 4 or game 5 here up against Pine Forest in just a few minutes as well. But any final thoughts on the Hope County North Johnson game there, Gator Melon?
It's a tough game when you've got so much skilled talent on the other side. I think we're definitely seeing who that number 1 seed is going to be coming out of this region. So props to them and stuff like that. But we've got good VOD footage, good ways to know. Those games always never feel like super fun to play against on the side of I'm blanking. I apologize, but on the side of the orange team, when you have those struggle games, it's okay. Just I was really proud of them for sticking out through with it. That's a good mentality, and if you can keep growing on that, you guys are going to be dominant players growing up. So, pleasure for that game. It was great to watch.
Yeah, 100%. But with that being said, we are going to send this one to a really quick break before we come back with Pine Forest High School versus Hope County High School. And without further ado, stay with us. We'll be right back in just a few minutes with more Rocket League action. Alrighty, Gator Melon. We've seen 3 matches today already, and we have just one more to go on the slate here for this one. I'm excited for it. Should be a banger match of both these teams fairly evenly matched coming into this 4th game of the day. Gator Melon, you hyped? Yeah, I'm hoping for the game 5 OT. Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen one yet. We saw game 4 OT. It was only 10 seconds long, way back in our first series of the day. But I'm looking to see it once again, maybe even a game 5 as well. So we'll see. But without further ado, let's jump into the swing of things here. It is going to be Pine Forest High School versus Polk County High School here right now. The Trojans versus, what is their logo? Reindeer? The deer? Bucks? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense. That would make sense. But Pine Forest Trojans versus the Hope County Bucks, I think it is. Don't quote us on that. Gonna get it going here. Game number, it says game number 5, but it's game number 1. Don't worry, there we go. Game number 1 of the best of 5, Pine Forest versus Hope County. And there's the first goal. TikTok Legs RL. Looking good, finding that first goal there right now. And that's gonna be Pine Forest up 1-0. Oh, they rotated Wavy out. It's Hoon, it's Rye, and it's Ebek Jaw. But Legs, what a phenomenal player, comes through just 25 seconds into the game. 2 goals in already on Hope County. And we were saying, I'm excited to see how Hope County matches up against another team. And this is exactly it, because Hope County was doing exactly what Pine Forest is doing right now to North Johnston just about 10 minutes ago. Legs has 3. I'm fairly certain. Shall see here right now, as it is going to be the side of Hope County looking to run this one down into the Pine Forest zone of things. Trying to answer back here a little bit and say, hey, we can show our dominant presence as well. Tuna Timothy going to be trying to knock this one down. Runs out of boost there on that play, having to slow things down a little bit now, as it is going to be, how do you look at that? Horse spies? Corpsies? Tower spies? Maybe. We'll see. But that being said, bounced out of the crease here from Pine Forest. Hope County not able to connect onto the back of the net here quite yet. And this 3-goal advantage is something that's hard to work around. I mean, yeah, you got a lot of time to remain in the clock, but just coming into this game, game number 1 is starting down just by 3 right off the gate. Is a tough thing to answer with. So Pine Forest looks to keep this pressure on. Hope County has been answering back stronger, but not enough here quite yet. looks good. That's a shot on target, open net. That's gonna be Rise, not Timothy. Gonna find that goal there, extend this one now for Hope County, at least find that first goal on their board and say, hey, we're in action here now. We're fighting for this one. A 3-goal advantage is a lot better to work with from Hope County's end rather than the 4-goal advantage. And Pine Forest, I mean, there's still a lot of time left on the board here, so Hope County can definitely put in some work. They are gonna try to one off the kickoff here now, but it's not gonna go. It's actually gonna be sent back to their own zone, where it is now gonna be Lags trying to find some more goals for himself here. It's gonna be 3 goals, 3 shots, 1 assist, and 2 saves for Lags. Playing very strong for Pine Forest side of things. But that defense here right now is gonna be sent up and over towards the midfield from Ferry here now. Pine Forest, they're gonna look to try to find 5th goal here right now, but nothing to be found here quite yet. Shot gonna come through, gonna go across the field, gonna be bounced up. Rise, not Timothy, gonna be playing off this one in the midfield. I think if that 3-0 start doesn't come from Pine Forest, this is a completely different game one, obviously. But, like, it's just like that 3-0 start really demoralized Hope County, and I think it really slowed them down in the mid-portion of this game.
Yeah, it's a tempo change. Like, they just couldn't quite keep up, but once they got adjusted, now we're seeing a lot more even gameplay. Probably would have been 1-1 coming down to this point, or we may have seen a couple more opportunities. But I mean, again, that game one is always a feeler. Rise not Himothy here, getting the full field dribble, but got the great coverage coming in from Himothy, creating that space, getting that demo, opening up that opportunity for a goal. There's just a minute left. That is ample of time to get 2 goals and even take the lead here from the perspective of Hope County. So now that they've got this tempo adjustment, they're playing good. Pine Forest may feel a little bit on the back foot now that they've given up 2 goals, but they still got the 2-goal advantage, so they got not too much to worry about as long as they hold this down for the next 50 seconds. Taking a quick shot there, clear out to the side. TWR puts it back in the middle. Clear back out to this right corner. Now we're going to move up this right side of the field. Probably try to look to get it mid somehow. Gets an early demo, try to create some space. Good 50 here. This is favorable for Hope. Shot opportunity. Good save coming out from, I can't tell that save, but good save coming out from Pine Forest. Transition coming in for Blue. Another big 50. Noticing a lot of like just lack of desire to control this ball in the middle. They really just want to take it fast. Both teams want to be really speedy on their attacks. They're there early, they're quick, and want to capitalize on those really fast plays. So, transition back out here.
Just getting tough for Hope County right now, though, right? With the time, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be pretty much impossible here now with just 1 second, 0 seconds remaining. Ball's gonna touch the ground, and Pine Forest will say, "Hey, Hope County, you're not gonna sweep us today." The Trojans will pick up game number 1. That's going to be Lags finding the first early 3 goals there and off 3 shots as well. Picked up an assist, a couple saves, and a demo as well, all over the pitch on this one. Raya's not Himothy, a couple goals, 5 shots, firing a barrage of shots onto the Pine Forest net. It's actually interesting to see because we see the same amount of shots from both teams. It's just the shots from Pine Forest, a little bit higher quality, and we're able to find those back of the nets there. So 4-2 in favor Pine Forest for game 1, but I don't know about you, Gator Melon. I think this is going to be a lot closer of a series coming through here in this one than what we might have seen in the past.
Yeah, this was a great start from Pine Forest. I really like how they took it to Hope County, really showed that they're here. They're ready to play against them. They've got the speed to match up with it. And I think Hope County got the wake-up call that they needed towards the end of that game. So I'm excited to see the game 2 adjustments, right? From Pine Forest's point of view, we did everything we could. We did what we were supposed to do, but we started to lose it there towards the end. We started to realize Hope County is pretty fast. They can make good plays. So we're going to have to see how they open up that defense. And then Hope County, now that they're warmed up, it's like this is the real game 1 for them now. This is where they really need to put out there. They need to take this game back if they don't want to get on risk of getting swept. But we'll see how it goes. Who do you got going into this game?
I think Hope County answers back. I truthfully do. I think Hope County will be able to even up the series 1-1. I think that 3-0 advantage that was picked up there from the side of Pine Forest really just set the tone for that game 1. I think Hope County ended that game a little bit stronger of the team there. So we'll see. But without further ado, let's jump into game number 2 of this series here and see who's going to take it. Hope County first, Pine Forest. Pine Forest leads 1-0 after that 4-2 victory in game number 1. But a clean slate could mean a clean game. And Hope County, they don't want to let this one run away from them, right? If Pine Forest takes a 2-game advantage here early on in this series, forces Hope County to have to reverse sweep, that would not be an easy task whatsoever. So Hope County really looking to find this one here now. And they started off with an early aggressive shot as well. Toon is going to get demoed, but that being said, I mean, a couple of early good opportunities were gained.
Yep, early opportunities here. We're really looking for our chances. We're first 30 seconds in, so we're already doing better than the last game from Hope's point of view, because by this point we've already let in 2 goals. So good job keeping it to 0-0, trying to get ourselves set back up. And it looks like they're setting up a lot of the pressure now. Good shot off attempt here. 19 Perry's going to put it away, but this is going to be clearly under control. A little bit of a bad touch leads to a big clear. Another clear back. We're just playing ping pong right now from the midfield, trying to figure out who's going to get possession, who's going to get these opportunities. Looking for the really aggressive double tap. Unfortunate whip in the midfield, leaving their teammate in a 1v1, but he does a fantastic job getting the 50. Looks for another touch off backboard. Unfortunately, no teammates there to follow it up and try to put it in. Good 50 coming out here, trying to scrape this defense. It's a lot of, so both teams are opting for this decision to just take the ball, take it with as much speed as you can, try to beat as many people as you can, but once you get to meet that conflict, you just default for that 50-50 is the best way to think to get that 50-50. Which is not a bad thing, because Kunis Himothy scores.
Yeah, that's going to find the back of the net there right now. Fry is not Himothy going to float it up there, actually. And Legs was just hunting him down for the demo, but really needed to focus on that ball because his duo, his brother, is going to come through. Kunis Himothy will find that shot and will take the lead for Hope County now 1-0. I said it first here. All I'm saying is they were able to really start to answer back here in the later stages of that first game. But we'll see if Pine Forest has a bit of a response here in return. Hope County has that 1-0 advantage. If they can look to find a second as well, that'd be very substantial for them. Kunis not Himothy will find the initial block, but Lags will just bully the ball into the net there, coming down from that aerial play. And Kunis Himothy, you can see it, the defensive effort was there, blocked the shot, but Lags just forced it through. Rise not Himothy was there in the net as well, but just wasn't able to stop the force on that one. Pine Forest, just about 10-15 seconds later, find that time goal, and now 1-1 here with about 3 minutes to go on the clock. I mean, this is going to be an interesting one, Gator.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I like it. It's a close game here, 1-1. Both teams are showing a pretty willingness to dive on these open opportunities, so it's going to be a lot of a toss-up of who's going to get their touch and who's going to get the better variation of that touch. Clear over here to the side, looking for some control. Big 50 beat there coming in from Kunis Himothy, and that was a big opportunity. Great save coming in there. I believe that was no, it was from no, I don't know who that was from, but that's totally okay. Chip coming up here to the side, great 50 coming in from Kunis Himothy. A little bit of a beat here. Actually gets a good touch. Rye, maybe a shot opportunity here. Puts it a little bit high. Lags gets a nice touch, putting off to the side. Comes there to put it up to the backboard. Rye's looking to turn here, try to maybe find a pass from his teammate. Kicks it out to the side. We're going to get a little bit of a dive here. Pops up to the middle. Unfortunate no touch there. Good spacing. Oh, but we got a good dribble here. 1v1 opportunity. Almost gets that flick.
Yeah, that was a close one right there. Hope County, though, they'll keep the play intact right now, keeping this one in the offensive zone for themselves. Kunis Himothy will find it just a little bit left to the wide, but Kunis Himothy will play his own rebound, and that's going to put Hope County to a 2-1 advantage now, as about 2 minutes remain here to go in this game. Hope County, they advance their back. They're showing, hey, we're here to play as well. Pine Forest might have found, you know, what was it, like a 4-2 game one, but we'll be ready to answer back here, finding 2 goals, bringing the lead into their name. But that being said, the job is not done quite yet. 1 goal can only get you so far, and Pine Forest, they just find one answering back real quick. I mean, it could spell disaster for Hope County.
Yep. And, you know, you don't want to be down 2-1, but this is a good job for Hope County keeping this 2-1 lead right now. They just got to do everything they can to keep this, but you can definitely tell right now Pine is on the attack. They're trying to find this opportunity. There it is. TikTok Lags bringing it back, putting it to a 2-2 with 1.5 minutes left on this game. This is really tight. This is really close, and I love seeing Hope County getting tested right now and Pine Forest bringing it. I mean, we had our predictions for who's going to be our first and our second, and now I'm all over the place because we still have to see. I forget who it was. Was it Southern Pine? Forget it exactly. But yeah, they're coming out here, and a lot of good teams in this region. So far, this has probably been the closest competition that we've had.
Southern Lee, I think.
Southern Lee. There we go.
2-2 though, with about 70 seconds to go. We might find an overtime or something here in this game, unless one of these two teams can find a goal here in the next 60 seconds or so. But this has been a lot more of a defensive-heavy game, I feel like, from these two teams. The Hamilton brothers coming through and finding a few opportunities, and Legs from the side of Pine Forest been a big standout player for me. 5 goals in this series already from Legs, and 6 have been scored for Pine Forest. So 5 of 6 goals from Pine Forest have been scored by Legs, which really does say something a little bit here. But 40 seconds to go, bit of a battle towards the midfield, nothing to be found here quite yet. I'm also interested to see if we'll see Wavy come back into this game at any point, whether that be, game 3, 4, or 5. If it does end up going to game 5, and it's going to be a little bit of defense on the crease.
Yeah, they haven't really done too many rotations coming from the Hope side.
Yeah, I think we're seeing overtime, honestly. We might just see it. 15 seconds, still 2-2.
Ooh.
Oh, big open net, but the touch was not there.
Clear coming in from the side. 7 seconds left. What's going to happen here? Ooh, opportunity. Big transition. Good 50 coming back, and they're going to let it roll. Take it straight to overtime. Good call.
Yeah, we're headed into the overtime here right now. Who do you think takes this overtime right now, Gator Melon?
God, I don't know. I'm going to ask for Hope here, just bringing this to a 1-1 series, really put the sweat on them. I really feel like they're getting a good bounce back, and they're getting their momentum good, but Pine Forest is so ready right now. They're doing a really good job with big clears, leading down the field, good touch off the backboard here. Let's see if it gets followed up. Flags, like you called him out, he's probably going to be the one to end it here. Pine Forest is given enough opportunities. Been primarily scoring for all of them, looking for the TikTok plays. Good musty setup there. I can definitely tell he has the mechanics. It's just about applying them at the right time. 19th Berry with a little bit of dump. Not too much power. Looking for the backboard touch. Bounces off the wall. Gets a little bit faked out, but there's a shot opportunity, and it's quick. Kunis Timothy is there, and that is the star for Hope County. He's been putting in most of the goals across the last 2 series, and here he goes, taking the lead with 40 seconds left, putting the pressure on Pine Forest to take this to a lead.
That wasn't even like a big play either, Gator Melon. That was just like a loose ball came rolling right in front of his car. He saw the angle and took the shot. That's going to be Hope County who are able to find this one. Kunis Timothy, 3 goals, all 3 from Hope County, who's going to find the hat trick in this one off of 5 shots, 2 saves, and a demo as well. Rise Not Timothy heavily involved with 2 assists out of the 3 goals from Kunis Timothy, 2 shots as well, and a demo to help with the playmaking. I will say, though, stand-up player from Pine Forest is Legs, who currently came out of that one with like 400 score, 2 goals, looking very good while doing so as well. So we got a bit of a battle on the pitch here, 1-1. We're guaranteed to see at least a game 4 here now, Gator Melon. So exactly kind of what we were asking for. We already got a bit of an overtime play as well. So we got some good Rocket League on the slate here for this final game of the day.
100%, 100%. Great Rocket League going forward. I'm liking this close series. I really want to see these adjustments that come into game 3, because now that Hope County's woken up, even though Pine Forest took that first game, I really feel like Pine is now on the back foot here. They're the ones that have to make this adjustment, try to get this lead back in their favor, and we'll see how we take it in going into game 3 now.
Yeah, let's head into that game number 3 and catch all of the action. See who's going to take the series lead, because whoever wins this game number 3 puts himself in a great position for the remainder of the series, right? Being that first team to reach that 2-win mark, you have the opportunity to, get essentially 2 tries to try to close out the series, right? Where Hope County will have to win 2 games in a row, or Pine Forest will have to win 2 games in a row, whoever wins this game number 3. It's going to make things tough. 4 minutes and 40 seconds is what's left here. Obviously, lots of time remaining. 20 seconds is all that's been burned off the clock here so far, but it's floating around the Hope County net. Pine Forest, they're ticked off about that loss. They're looking to translate into some offensive plays early on into this game number 3 to try to get this offensive pressure a little bit more geared up from what we saw in that last one, because the Hope County defense is pretty locked down.
Yeah, it's pretty locked down. And, I mean, Pine Forest, while they do look like they have a ton of pressure, a lot of their shots aren't very intimidating right now. Hope County is doing a very good job of making sure this ball ends up in the corner, or at least going over their net when they're looking for these clears. When they can do stuff like that, if you can be calm and present in those moments, you realize you're not under very much threat, and you're literally just waiting for them to counterattack. A lot of times that's when the ball has a lot of speed, like this opportunity right here, but luckily good read from Pine Forest there to get the early free jump, because that probably would have been a free shot on net. But now it's Hope County's turn. Let's see how long they can keep this pressure going.
That's a pretty even game. And this is a little bit more lower scoring from what we saw so far in the past games as well. I know we're only about a minute and a half into things here or so, but we've typically seen an early goal from both these teams in these previous games. Nice little demo will open up the net here from the side of Hope County on the Pine Forest, but will not be able to capitalize on it here from now. It's just sent into the corner. Rise on Himothy tries to find a little play off it. Toon will come in, try to make something happen as well, and just floating it over towards the net, but a little bit too slow of a play. Lags will be all over that one all day long. Pine Forest trying to translate this into an offensive play of their own here, but a little bit of back and forth towards the midfield here right now. 2 minutes down, 3 to go, and we are still scoreless here on the pitch in this one. A very crucial, important game 3 to try to push yourself onto series points. Both teams desperately hunting for it.
Yeah, this is the big momentum setter. We've had both our early games, the first game being the feel out, the second game being the first level adjustment, and now this is where both teams need to figure out what needs to happen to take down the other team. If you keep going back and forth the way that we've been doing, it's mostly going to lead down to a 50-50. Whoever gets that good touch at the right time and let it go. Ooh, amazing little transition here. I don't know if that was intentional or not, because I believe it was the blue team that actually hit it out. Good 50 to the middle. Potential shot opportunities, but we're going to take a little bit more time. The orange team is going to find their clear, touch the middle. Good clear coming out from Kuna's Himothy. Kuna's Himothy is proven to be very reliable for Hope County, finding most of their goals and being a part of a lot of their major setups. So as long as we keep seeing him on the ball, we might be able to see Hope County take this dub out. But still looking for that first goal. Still waiting. Oh, here's the opportunity.
Oh.
Amazing touch by Tower. That soft touch sauced the guy on the backboard. He just came down and pulled back in.
Yeah, there was a bit of a solo play coming through as well there. Just completely running it through the side corner and then finding that angle, like you said, right in front of the crease. That's going to open things up. And Pine Forest will find the first goal of game number 3 here right now, up 1-0 over Hope County. Minute 55 to go, and honestly, with it taking so long to score that first goal, really puts the pressure on Hope County now, because there's only a minute and 45 seconds remaining on the clock. It's a decent bit of time, but Pine Forest has the lead right now, and they're going to play a little bit more of a strict defense, knowing that they have that one goal advantage. So we'll see what happens. Hope County, though, looking to get some shots on target, and they are right in front of the net here right now. Not going to be able to go, just going to hit the crossbar. Hope County for a very close opportunity, and they definitely wish they had that one back.
Great upfield transition coming in from Pine Forest. Get this ball back onto the side. They've got the rotation set up now. They have the boost control. But it comes out mid here. TikTok Laser here, or Lags is going to be here. Trying to do his best. It's kind of getting disrupted here. Kuna's Himothy trying to take this ball away. Trying to keep this on their side, but good beat here. Turns into a demo. Little side touch. Probably going to get cleared off the wall, but hits right into him. So he comes back mid. This is a good opportunity for some transition for either team, and there comes that shot opportunity that I was looking for.
Yeah, it's going to now be Hope County, who are going to be trying to play some bit of a defense here. Kuna's Himothy going to stop that 50 in the midfield here now. Just rolling on his back throw. Big rise, not Himothy for a shot, and it will go over the defender. Hope County will tie this one up at 1. That is going to be Kuna's on Himothy. You see him just rolling on his back there real quick. The rise, not Himothy, comes through and says, oh, don't worry, I got you. Finds that top right corner of the net, ties this one up 1-1. 43 seconds to go now. The next goal scored from either of these two teams might just very well be the game winner. We might just see overtime once again in the series.
Yeah, that'd be good. It'd be a little bit unfortunate, but it's that game 3. And I mean, this is arguably one of the most important games here. Like you were saying earlier, whoever takes this next one, you're just that one step closer to holding out this game. Your adjustments are working, and at this point, you can't do too many adjustments because then you start to lose the vision of your own game plan. And once a team has lost their own game plan, it's really hard to figure out how to come back and find that momentum in here. So good touch out to the middle. Another touch out for the clear. It looks like both teams are trying to play for overtime. No one's really trying to fish for these opportunities. And yeah, here we go, going into this game 3 overtime. This is big stuff. There's a lot on the line here. This decides the momentum, whoever's the most comfortable, and it'll really show like who we need to be worried about right now.
And for Hope County, this is big for them, considering they were down. Another, oh my goodness, barely saved from Pine Forest. Hope County, they wishes they could have that shot opportunity back once again. This is big for Hope County, right? They were down by a goal here in this game already, and now to be able to bring it back to 1-1, force it to an overtime play, and now, oh my goodness, the demo will open up the net. Legs was down, the sole defender, Rye is not. Newton finds the goal in overtime. Hope County will move up in the series 2-1 here now over Pine Forest, and they were down 1-0 early on. Pine Forest, they found that first game, and every single game out of the 3 we've casted tonight so far, whoever's won the first game has won the series, and that's just not the case from what we saw here in this one. Hope County bouncing back here right now, finding 2 in a row. Pine Forest, they still might be able to do it. They got to find 2 in a row for themselves. But Hope County, they got 2 tries to try to close this one out here right now. And all 3 players from Hope County playing this one fairly evenly as well. 4 shots from Rye, 3 from Kuhn, 3 from El Beckjaw. And that is going to be a nice little 10 shots total compared to the 4 shots from Pine Forest. The offensive pressure was there from Hope County in that game. And that's what I love to see.
Yep. Offensive pressure was coming out crazy from Hope County. I feel like they're finally getting really warmed up and really comfortable in this series. And I mean, they took that, or they unfortunately took the game 1 loss, but they got that game 2 comeback. I believe the other team, Pine Forest, they did a really good job adjusting and trying to shut down Hope. It really came down to that 50-50 that I was talking about, and there was just one crucial demo that came out and really put it in the favor of Hope County right there at the end. And it's really hard to do anything about that, especially, like, I mean, you can't hit the ball when your car is not there anymore. So good job by Hoke. They've got the advantage. They're sitting high. They've already taken a series in our casting session that we've had so far. So they're going to be feeling really comfortable here. And this is going to be a lot on Pine Forest shoulders to figure out, okay, how do we slow down this team? How do we make them uncomfortable? And what do we need to do to stand out?
100%. Well, let's find out here as we head into game number 4 between these 2 top dogs coming into this one here now. It's going to be Pine Forest, who looks to answer back, looks to keep themselves alive in this series. Legs been a standout player. Oh my goodness, Legs was not happy about that demo at the end of game number 3 in the overtime. Going to find a kickoff goal 3 seconds into this one. And Hope County are like, well, okay, sounds good. We are going to move on from this one, try to see if we can find an answer back, an equalizer, but a very quick start from Pine Forest, and that is exactly what they were looking for.
Yeah, 100% getting that first goal lead right off the rip. Now, you saw how long it took to get a goal in that last game. Having that advantage super early on gives you so much breathing room. And there you go, Lags going it again, trying to post some clips on his TikTok channel, because that dude was so upset about losing that last round in overtime. Totally felt like that should have been his. And trying to make that buffer that they can sit on for the rest of this game early on.
Yeah, but as for now, it's a 2-0 lead for Pine Forest, as Hope County is like, all right, well, now we've got to find 2 equalizers to try to bring this one back. And at least we do have that 2-1 series lead is probably something that's going through their head a little bit here right now, saying, hey, worst comes to worst, we do head to a game number 5 here right now, and that's where we look to seal the deal, but maybe not, because Kuhn Timothy is here, and we'll find a goal for Hope County. That's going to be a 2-1 scoreline, bringing it back just a little bit here now. Only 29 seconds into this game, we already have 3 goals. We're getting a goal every 10 seconds and less. But that being said, I mean, this is a big change of pace from what we saw in these past games as well. We saw like a 0-0 scoreline for like 3 minutes in our last one, and now we got more goals than what we had in, 6 minutes in our last game.
Yeah, 100%. They're definitely coming out here with fire. Both teams want to be aggressive. And you made the point earlier that they're probably thinking about the series score. But from my point of view, I don't think they're thinking about the series score at all. Hope County just wants to take this game and close it out. They just know they need one more. So moving forward, good transition from Kuhn Timothy. Great 50. I'm really loving what he's doing in these 50s. I've seen this adjustment slowly over the last couple games. Is understanding how to 50 is such a valuable skill in this game. Because if you just go in it too fast, with heavy speed and everything, if the player can read that on the other end, they pretty much always win that 50-50. But what Kuhn is doing is he's driving slow, staying close to that ball, and waiting for the defender to challenge him. And that allows him to control the 50 and put it wherever he wants. So you can see how that's now benefiting us. And the orange team is now putting on a lot of pressure. Good clear coming in from Pine Forest, but well received by Rye, is not Timothy. I think Rye and Kuhn are playing very well together, very well off of each other, covering each other's gaps and setting up each other, doing the best that they can. Oh, crazy redirect. What a pass coming over to Towers 5.
Yeah, that was a big opening there for Tower Spies there. We see that one coming right in. 9-10 Fairy will just hit it with the back of his car. Right there, drops it into the slot there for Tower Spies, and that's going to be a 3-1 advantage now game for Pine Forest. They regain that 2-goal cushion they had just moments ago, and now it's going to be Pine Forest who looks to take things back a little bit more and say, hey, we can find this game 4 and we can force this one to a 5th, essentially turn this best of 5 into a best of 1. But the job's not done here quite yet. Hope County, they've got some fire in them, and they're looking to answer back. A bit of an offensive play. Lacuna Timothy will be stopped for now. 9-10 Ferry looks to come in through here and find another opportunity. Legs will be lurking in the shadows. Boost has been acquired from Kuhn. Deflected quickly, but Legs still close up to this net, looking to find this advantage. 3-1 for Pine Forest, though, halfway through this game number 4 here right now. You think Hope County has what it takes to bring it back in this 4th, or do you think Pine Forest takes this one, Gator Melon?
Yeah. Just taking a look at here. Probably going to be Pine Forest walking away with this, just because, I mean, looking back at the past series, Pine Forest has been doing a fantastic job of regulating their rotations and really minimizing their exposure that they're giving to Hope County. If anybody's been running around with multiple goals, it's been Pine Forest more often. When they get this lead, they hold on to it. Another big touch here. I don't think he can save, doesn't have boost.
Yeah, Legs will find the goal on that one there. That is going to be a very nice one, assisted from Tower Spies, but Legs, the touch, there's just nobody there. The triple commit from Hope County was too strong. I think Hope County was like, hey, we're down 3-1. We're getting a little stressed, and they started to go for some more aggressive offensive plays. Tunis Himothy will go down there, and that's going to be Pine Forest. Extends their lead from 2-3. Now, that one makes it a lot more tougher than, you know, it was just a few moments ago.
100%, 100%.
And,
be a tough one. Oh, almost seeks another one. Yeah, Hope County is really struggling right now to deal with lags. Lags is really just presenting a massive challenge in this game. And somebody's really feeling it. It's really hard to do anything about it. So, waiting to see here. Tower gets put on the backboard. Got to see Hope get a little bit together. Then honestly, it's interesting to see because like it looks like they're having some rotational breakdowns just from these early challenges from Pine Forest. One of the things that Hope was super dominant with that I was really proud of in the last series was their rotations, their positioning. They were always where they needed to be when they needed to be there, regardless of what kind of touches they were getting. But this one, it seems like they're struggling a little bit more because the touches coming from Pine Forest are actually putting the ball far enough away from them that it's really limiting their ability to do something with it when they get into transition. So here we go, a little touch there, a little kick out. This should be a good opportunity for Hope, but wasn't quite ready for that touch. Good touch here on the ground, try to look for the ground dribble, good fake there. Try to create some opening. Are we looking for a flick? An early challenge coming from Pine Forest. These early challenges are really good. Oh, Hope is just, oh man, crazy double tap coming in from Lags.
Legs has 10 goals on this series, I think now. It might be 9 actually, but it's 9 or 10 goals. Legs has been lighting it up and extending the lead now for Pine Forest to a 4-goal advantage, a 5-1 scoreline. With the amount of time we have remaining, I think we can all say it's fairly likely we will be heading to a game number 5 here. And I'm honestly A-okay with that. We're all here for game number 5, Rocket League. We're all here for the action, and it doesn't get more exciting than a game 5 Rocket League matchup here. As Pine Forest looks to take this game number 4. Hope County, they found games 2 and 3 back-to-back, but weren't able to carry this momentum over as hard into game number 4. And you can tell here on the pitch right now as Legs goes for a quick clear and he says, let's just burn this clock down. Let's just end off this game and send it to a 5th. Take it game by game. We do see Hope County put one back onto the board, make it a little bit more possible, but it's still going to be tough to find 3 goals every 5 seconds. It's not going to be an easy one there, so we'll see. But yeah, like you mentioned, it is. I completely agree.
Yeah, taking a little goal in the end lets you know you can take it. The first goal you got was pretty earlier on in the game. All you need to do adjustment-wise, thinking about Hoke here, is like, now we just know we need to keep a really close eye on Lags. Whenever he has the opportunity, whenever he has the play, let's steal a page from Pine Forest for Hope County and start doing a little bit earlier challenges, a little bit more aggression, make sure you get a touch on that ball, and keep one of your second or your thirds back so they can receive some tough and clear. They're keeping it up for now, even though there's really not much that's going to happen here.
Yeah,
so like
you can't win this game, right? So
maybe they're extending the timeout. You know, they're doing their thing.
Yeah, they're talking.
Yeah,
Pine
here
Forest,
we go. Yep, Pine Forest takes this dub. One thing that I really wanted to point out is, like, That was a statement W coming from Pine Forest, right? That is
More
Lags going
specifically
out there and
legs,
saying,
yeah.
yes, coming out and saying, I'm the best player here. You guys can watch all these clips later on TikTok because I'm going to win this game and we're going to go on and win this championship. So great job from Pine Forest here. I'm really feeling the vibe. I really like the snap back there because Hope County took a good lead there. We really thought that was a dominant win because it was a very close one. And once they get that edge out and they can actually take that comfortable lead, you really feel like they're going to run away with it. But here we come, Pine Forest. Amazing game from Lags, bringing this back to 4-4. And now we have our game 5 that we won
Yep.
to, and all we need is an OT. And then, man, that's a good night for us.
That is a good night for sure. But yeah, you were talking about Legs a little bit there, and honestly, Legs, he was 0 in the demo, 0 in the saves, and 0 in the assists. But that was not what he was needed for. The other two were doing all of that for them, and then Legs just had to be the playmaker. Go in,
100%.
find these openings, find the shots, find the opportunities, and it worked perfectly for Pine Forest. 6 shots, 4 of them going in, 4-goal game there for Pine Forest, coming through from Legs alone. But that being said, let's head into the game 5. I'm ready for it. Let's jump into the action. The last one of the night. We have no more Rocket League games after this, 100% confirmed. Let's get into it. Pine Forest, Hope County, 2-2. Game 5, it all comes down to this.
Yep. Oh, an immediate goal coming out from Tower Spies. Oh, heartbreak. That's exactly what started off game 4.
12 miles an hour.
Just a slow one. Get body, get in the weight room. Bigger 50s coming out here, sneaking right there in the corner. Unfortunate start for Hope County. We really got to see, got to lock down these kickoff defense because going down these goals super on, you've seen how this game has gone. Goals are not easily earned from either team. Flags obviously was shown off in the last game, but can he really do it again? Can he seal it off again and take this game 5? I mean, we don't know. Kuhn was doing really good in the last series, and he's been doing good so far in this series. Let's see him and Ryan. Let's see if that Timothy combo can actually get something pulled off here. So, good hit here off the wall. Great bump coming out. Great job for them to be there without 0 boost from Tower Spies. Doing a great job. Good transition here. This should be a good turn. Immediate throw back into the side of the field. They're really trying to keep up this pace. Not a lot of midfield control from either team, but it's okay. I think they're both perfectly comfortable with it. Little catch, taking it to the back corner. Trying to take this off the back wall here. A little bit of an air dribble. Would like to see a little bit more speed. Probably give it up to his teammate who has more boost. Looking for the bump. This is a really good opportunity. Off the backboard. Can he clean it up? Oh, unfortunate whiff, and no way Lag is going to be missing this open net. That is a 2-0 lead for Pine Forest.
And Legs will get on the board here for their first goal of the game, number 5 here. And this 2-goal advantage is going to be tough to work with, not just because, you got to find 2 goals here. Now, you have 4 minutes to do that. No stress there, in my opinion. But the big concern is that Hope County, after just losing that 4th game, being forced to this game 5, now giving up 2 early goals, is going to do a number on their momentum and morale in the remainder of this series. I think they have to just try to their best they can to forget about everything else that's happened that's went wrong and just focus on the playmaking that we saw from them in games 2 and 3. It's just tough. There's another touch, and there's another dribbler. Tower Spy, second goal of the game. Pine Forest up 3-0. This is looking very difficult for Hope County here now, Gator.
Yeah, really difficult. I feel like they might be overstretching themselves, trying to figure out ways to get these goals back, but they keep leaving these defensive gaps. And one of the things that I'm really noticing across both teams is, like, I've mentioned it a couple times across some of these series, but not a lot of players are playing for this midfield control, where somebody is sitting midfield or further enough back in their side so that when these big clears come out, they just don't immediately transition out of disadvantage state or out of advantage state into disadvantage state. And that the difference there is, like, if you're in advantage, you're pressing the team, you're dictating the options, you're deciding what's happening. But if we give up all this space, they're just going to take shots from a distance. Excellent save coming in there, but immediately followed back from Tower Spies. They're not doing a good job of getting these clears right now, Hope. They're really feeling the pressure. We're down 4-0 with 3 minutes left. Like, we've seen them make comebacks, but I don't think we've seen anybody make these comebacks today.
Yeah, it's been tough, right? I mean, 4-0, I don't think we've really seen many of these when, it's just tough, right? I mean, a lot of the teams here we've seen that they lose momentum after these few goals start to get scored here on them, and we're seeing that live in action right now, I think, with Hope County. We're not even halfway through this one here quite yet, but Pine Forest, they've just been peppering them on the net. It's really been making things tough here on themselves for this one, so we shall see. But that being said, I mean, for right now, Pine Forest, they have just put the pedal to the metal as Hope County is on the back line trying to see if they can do. They haven't given up here quite yet, but you need those touches to land if you're Kuhn. Legs was still in the net, so it would have been tough, but you just need to get more shots on target because you can't score if you don't shoot, you know?
Yep, can't score if you don't shoot, but I mean, I guess you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, but you also miss 100% of the shots that you miss. Don't know who quoted that. Don't quote me for it because I just came up with it. But here we go. Air dribble off the side. Good challenge from Pine Forest, keeping it on their side. I mean, this is going to be really difficult. I really got to see Hope County slow this down, really deal with these early challenges. They're losing way too much on these 50-50s. I was giving a lot of commendations for having really strong 50-50s early. There's a good opportunity, though, right over the net, but unfortunately no follow-up. But these 50-50s have a big, oh my god, he just flicks right past him. There's nothing you can do about lags. He's just running away with it, doing whatever he wants to on this field.
Yeah, doing whatever he pleases there on that one. That's going to be legs for 2 goals now in this one. And Tower Spies, he's got a hat-trick on this one as well. So the two are comboing for this 5-goal advantage. And I know there's still a decent bit of time to work with, but if you're Hope County, I just don't know if they have what it takes to answer back to this one here right now. Pine Forest has just built themselves a substantial lead. They don't look like they're going to plan on slowing down anytime really soon, to be completely honest. We do see Hope County trying to find one back here, trying to sneak one in. Dribbles on the goal line for Pine Forest, but it's just not going to be able to go. It's now sent up the toss-up towards this midfield, going to result in 9-10 Ferry just slipping by it. Legs now in the corner, dueling for this one. Going to be flipping it up, trying to get out of their zone, and Pine Forest looks to translate this one to an offensive play of their own right, and it's going to be a bit of an open net, bit of a floater. Kunis Timothy is there, but off the top of his car, it'll dribble in, and Tower Spies will find the 4th goal in this one. Kunis Timothy was just not too happy about that one, just was driving, bounced off the top of his car, and there it goes. That's going to be Pine Forest for a 6th goal in this one.
That's a heartbreak catch. I know Kuhn, all he's thinking is, why did it have to bounce like that? Why couldn't it have bounced anywhere else? It just had to bounce directly in goal with no chance of saving it. Yeah, when you're down 6-0 like this, I mean, really you just got to throw everything out there and really hope that things just start falling. Because right now you haven't been able to crack this Pine Forest defense for the last 4 minutes, almost 20 seconds. Like, I mean, there's just not much you can do here. So we just got to throw it all out there, go for the best things that we can, and just hope and pray that things just start landing. Because at this point, 6 goals in 30 seconds, you're asking for a goal almost every 5 seconds.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not doable at that point.
You haven't done anything quite yet. Yeah, it's just, it's a little bit heartbreaking. It leaves me wondering, like, should we have had that wavy sub coming, or was that even an option on the table? Were they just out of that? Would it have been different, you know?
Was Wavy even still at the facility? Who knows, right?
Exactly.
Like, I mean,
it's just, for me, it's like, okay, what chemistry was going to do it, but there we go. There we go.
That's a nice little goal.
Bringing
it's
it
just
back.
tough, right? I mean, you got 8 seconds to get 5 on the board. I mean, you got to find essentially 5 kickoff goals back to back to back, and I still don't know if that's enough time. And so, I mean, Hope County might just be tough here.
1 second per kickoff goal.
And let's just a reminder. I mean, Hope County was leading the series 2-1 just 2 games ago. It really shows Pine Forest they can turn this one back into their favor, take that momentum, and carry on with it. As this ball will touch the ground, and that will signal the horn as Pine Forest will take your last game of the day, and I believe the last game of regular season as well, as next week, next Friday, we will be headed into the ESL playoffs for both of these teams, yes, and all of the other teams will be competing for a large prize pool from every single region. So a lot of action coming our way next week, and I believe everybody could not be more excited for it. Because I know I am. Unfortunately, I will be at another event Thursday and Friday next week, so I'm only here for Valorant playoffs. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but looking very good from everybody on the side here of Pine Forest. Hope County, they look strong in their games. I'd like to see Southern Lee play a couple of these teams. I'm very excited to see how things go. Maybe not Southern Lee. Maybe it was Grays Creek.
No, it was Southern Lee.
It was Southern Lee. Yeah, it was Southern Lee. Yep. And Hope County, I mean, they played 2 very close games. They won they played a dominant first game. They won 3-0, and they very well could have found that Pine Forest one. If that's a matchup that comes again our way in the future, very well could go any which way. So a
Mhm.
lot of good games here for us today. We were able to cover, what is that? 15 games of Rocket League. So we were
Ooh.
able to get a lot done on the day here for this one. We were able to cover a lot of action and a lot of different players. It's very exciting to see it all around. But any final thoughts on the day here, Gator Melon, before we kind of wrap things up?
Commendations to everybody who played today and showed their true spirit here. Remember, this is an opportunity just to get seen by scouts and everything, and have these opportunities lead these players to chances that they may have never seen before in life. You know, we didn't really have stuff like this quite like 5, 10 years ago, and now it's really blown up, providing a lot of opportunities for these kids, and it's a lot of chances for them to take advantage of this. So, really happy with what everybody's doing here. Glad to see this tournament getting put on. Thank you to VSL and all our sponsors for running this whole thing. Yeah, I'm just I'll be back next week for some Valorant playoffs too. I think I'll have a different casting partner, but I've been with Deprive pretty much the whole time. And then I can't wait to see what happens with Rocket League towards the end of next week. But yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, that's about summing it up for me here as well, Gator Melon. But it's been a pleasure as always. Everybody back at home, thank you always so much for tuning into this one and continuing to support high school esports in North Carolina, specifically high school esports in general here as VESL looks to make that happen for all these players and all these students back at home here. Gotta love some scholastic esports. But without further ado, that is going to wrap us up here for this evening. Thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Deprive, joined alongside Gator Mel, and we will catch you on the next one.